In March of 2014, I had a very vivid dream where I was on the outside of a giant cathedral. I walked into the cathedral through this huge heavy wooden door and was faced with an empty room. And the only thing in this room was a throne at the far end of the church aisle. In it was a man I didn't recognize. So I walked up to him and he reached out his hand, introducing himself as Tam Desmond. The moment we shook, I woke up and had the entirety of the Betwixt and Between Chronicles stuck in my head. Listen, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I want you to help me get this book out into the world, where it belongs. Starting with the first installment, The World Only They Could See, the story follows Henry Williams, a 14-year-old boy who, after witnessing the murder of his favorite author, is given an ability known as the Writer's Eye, a power that lets him see a universe parallel to our own, where everything ever written down by man comes to life. So, books, movie scripts, television shows, you name it. They all exist in this universe. Armed with this new gift, a magical sword, and the help of some book characters along the way, Henry seeks to unravel the mysteries of both the world of the written and the author's death, and figure out just why he has been given this gift in the first place. Over the course of 5 years, I rewrote this book a dozen times, swapping villains in and out, adding and getting rid of characters, and trying to make the book what it's supposed to be. And after a really long time and a lot of work, it's finally finished, ready to be shipped off to an editor and finally published. But Matthew, you might say, the book is already done, just send it to a publisher and let someone else do all the work. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. In short, I don't just want to send my novel to a publisher. In the traditional publishing process, authors don't necessarily get control over a lot of what happens to their books. They sign away a lot of rights, and many a time have to just sit and cross their fingers and hope that everything works out. I found that I just don't want to put the responsibility of my novel's success into the hands of someone I don't know. That's just not me. I made the decision to self-publish this novel, essentially creating my own publishing company and putting out the book myself instead of relying on a traditional publishing house. And while that sounds really fun and entrepreneurial and cool, a huge problem is that because I'm self-publishing it, I don't have all the resources that a huge traditional publishing company has. Editors, illustrators, marketers, internal designers, these are all essential parts of the publishing process that I'm going to have to hire contract, out of pocket. And even though it's not the worst thing in the world, these services total can cost thousands of dollars, making self-publishing a lot less accessible than I would like it to be. That's why I'm turning here, to Indiegogo, and to all of you, to help me tell a story that I know is supposed to be out there in the world. What's great about Indiegogo is that by supporting this venture, you'll be privy to a lot of really great rewards, including not just The World Only They Could See, both edited and unedited, but my 2 novels currently for sale, The Castle in the Wishing Well and The Kingdom in the Sea. This is important, because when The World Only They Could See is released, these novels will be taken off the market, so this is one of the last chances you'll have to purchase them. Once the financial goal is reached, the process is fairly simple. I will work with an editor to do both content editing and grammar editing on the novel, while working with an illustrator to design the cover art. While this is happening, I will lay the foundation for the marketing aspect, including ad spend for Amazon and other e-commerce sites, pitching to bookstores in New York City, as well as working with a number of influencers to get the novel spotlight across social media and other platforms. When the illustrator is finished with the cover, the process is even more straightforward. I submit it to an internal designer who prepares the book for publication, and then upload the novel to Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, where it will be then available for print purchase as well as download on all Kindle devices. Every day, you hear really talented artists talk about how they want to be the next great author, the next great musician, and the next great designer. And the truth is, all of these people have the potential to do so. The only difference with me is that I don't want to wait for the approval of some big corporation to start fighting for my dream. I want to start today, now, on my own terms. So, come join me on this adventure into Betwixt and Between, and help me tell this story.